Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm bringing you a layout for the Cut to You design team. Okay, so I was feeling a little short on creativity this month, but guess what? It's Scraptember, so there's no need to just flounder. Just got to go to our little Scraptember list here that are put out by the Scrappy Sisters. I will link their Facebook group down below where you can participate in Scraptember every year. They also have a monthly challenge. And today is the 11th, so the prompt here is selfie. So I went into Gwen's shop and found this beautiful cut file that says love your selfie. It is also in Ginger's Corner Facebook group. She is having an around the world game, and I thought, well, I'm gonna see if those prompts can go together. So I combined selfie. Now we can do these in any order we want. There's 15, I think. Yeah. And then she said we can just do them in any order we want. So I was like, well, which one can go with love your selfie? And I didn't find one. So I set this aside, and then I printed my photo. I went looking for a selfie that I felt like had like a story to it, because sometimes I just take selfies to say hi to people. This one had a little bit of a story to it. So then I went back here and I was like, you know what? I can do France. Layout about something you love and add hearts. So obviously I love this little guy. It's the light of my life, my grandson. And I grabbed out this collection. I think it's called Sweet Talk or something. Yeah. And then I originally bought this as a collection kit from Jennifer Edwardson Creative Inc. And I will link her shop down below too. She sells what she calls creative kits, which is like she takes a collection and then she adds some things to it, so that it's kind of like one-stop shopping. And this one had a lot of that Simple Stories stuff in it. She also sends along a selection of like possible, this pink one was included, background options. So these dotted ones are the Simple Stories as well. And then there's just some regular cardstock back there. And then I've cut into this kit multiple times. I've also added some things. So like this didn't come with it. These puffies didn't come with it. These did. Aren't these cute? These little washies. So cute. Yeah, I added those, and then I added some papers that I think I'd already bought that went with this, or maybe I bought them later, I can't remember, and threw them in there. And then I've already cut into it, so I have like a little stack of scraps. And then I've been tossing stuff in there that I think goes with it. As I finish a kit from something else, I'll often throw it into a kit that I have that's looks like it could go together. So I have lots here to work with. I'm going to start with my beautiful cut file from Gwen. I printed my photo twice in two different like sizes. Like this one's a close-up and this one's the regular. I did the close-up because oh, I'm such a dork. So the story here is that I was going to delete this picture off my phone because I look horrible. No makeup, my hair is wind blown, have a little bit of a sunburn on my face, my lips are chapped, but I couldn't delete it because this being with him just makes me so happy, and he doesn't see all of that. He doesn't see the bags under my eyes or my messy hair, or my chapped lips. He just sees his grandma, and so this picture might be valuable to him someday. So that's my story. And it's about like, don't just, discard yourself because you don't look perfect every single day. Nobody does, right? And that's not how our families see us. Our families don't look at us and go, oh God, Mom, you look brutal today. Well, sometimes they do. But for the most part, they just want you there, right? So make sure you're in the photo and don't worry about if your hair is windblown and your face is sunburnt and you got big bags under your eyes. So I thought maybe the close-up would show that a little bit better, but I think the further out one actually does, because you can see my messy hair. I don't know why, but the further away one makes the big luggage under my eyes look even worse. So there's that. So I'm going to use that photo. I might cut it down a little bit to move this up a bit, because I kind of want to put always underneath. So there's this always on the puffies, and I was thinking of putting it love your selfie always. But then I was like, do I want always love my selfie? But then I don't want to stick the puffy on the photo. Anyways, that's my current debate. We'll see where it takes us. I'm going to move all of this embellishment stuff out of the way, because that comes later. It also has this cute heart stencil. I might do some of that too. I haven't done stenciling in a while. These are cute. Okay, and then I'm going to go through all these pretty papers and pick which ones, oh, there's the stickers, pick which ones I want to back my cut file with, and I will do that off camera because that's not super fun to watch, and then I will pop back in and finish up my layout with you guys, and I will be right back. All right, so I went a little far before I turned the camera back on, but I think that's okay. So let's talk about what happened while the camera was turned off. So, excuse me. So I backed my cut file using the scraps that I showed from that kit. And some of the scraps were bigger scraps. They were like cut aparts, cut out, and, you know, bigger pieces and whatever. So I didn't have to cut into any brand new 12 by 12 sheets. Everything came from scraps, which was awesome. And then this plaid piece in the back, that was from the collection as well. And everything came from that kit, which is really cool. So backed it with the scraps. I also punched some little hearts out of the scraps to add to it. And then I decided I wanted it to pop a little bit more, so I traced all the letters and around the camera in black. And then this was backed in black. Black was in the collection, but I didn't find a ton of it on here, so I feel like that kind of helped. Then I stamped in black and I typed my journaling in black. This line I colored in black because my pen jumped really badly. And so I just covered it up with a little bit of coloring. Here I tore my cut file, and so I used a puffy sticker to cover up my mistake instead of starting over. And what is that saying? Mistakes are just an opportunity for creative embellishment. Here we are. So normally I wouldn't have put a sticker there, but what the heck, right? It's kind of cute. And at first I was like, is this appropriate? I'm like, yeah, it's cool because he likes his loves and kisses still. And also I feel like when people take selfies, sometimes they do those kissy lips or whatever. Anyway, so the background cardstock was from that kit. I did use that stencil, that heart stencil, just in behind my photo here, just a little bit. And for that I used, what is this one? Salvaged Patina Distress ink. And then I also inked the outside edges of my page in that same color. I inked the outside edges of the plaid in this one, Saltwater Taffy. And so those were the two ink colors that I used on here, aside from the stamp in the black there. And then I, once I got this, so this is, I cut my cut file out at 6 inches in height. So this plaid piece behind is 7 inches. And then I ran a piece of that washi in behind my photo, just on top of there. And I felt like it blended in with the background a little bit, but I kind of liked that. So I left it. I thought about tracing a line on it or making it stand out somehow, but I decided I just liked it and I'm going to leave it. What else? Punched some hearts for the cut file and put them on there. And then I did add that foam always down here to add to my title. So love your selfie always. And then I got from that same foam sticker sheet, I used this floral, and these 3 hearts are from that puffy, or why do I keep saying that? From the foam sheet, and then so is this one. It says love you too, which is something we say often. And then we have this little rainbow and this heart were cut from a 2x2 square. And there are some pink circle pieces in here that are kind of hidden. One's in behind this strip that says I love us, and one is here and one is tucked in back here. Those are all really subtle add-ons, but they were just stickers that I had in there. What else is on here? I think that's it. We talked about the puffy and sticker and a sticker from the sticker sheet. Yeah, and then I mounted my journaling onto a piece of paper, patterned paper from the collection. Again, another scrap. Oh, and I needed a place for my date, and so I just took like a scrap that was kind of cut up. It was a journaling card actually, but I had used like the color kind of around the image. And so then I just took this tab punch. I think this is, yeah, EK Success tab punch, and I punched a tab and I put it in behind there, and then I used just a average ordinary date stamp. I don't remember where I got this, just at the dollar store I think. And I used black ink and stamped it in there. Did a little bit of doodling around it, a little bit of doodling here. Not a ton, just a little bit. What else? I think that's everything. So then I went to put on some like finishing touches, and I was like, oh, I better turn the camera back on. And I had originally pulled out those, but I think I'm gonna go with, I went and grabbed these because they're just a smaller size. So I wasn't sure if I wanted these really big ones on here or not. So I'll open all of them and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can do a like combination deal of them. Something like that. So I actually really like these ones. These are Hero Arts, and I really like the size of them. They make me happy. So, where do you guys go for inspiration when you're feeling stuck? At the beginning of the video, I talked about how I was feeling a bit uninspired to start this layout. Didn't even know what cut file I wanted. And so I went to the Scrap Timber prompts and the Ginger's Corner prompts, and that really got me thinking about some things that I could add to my scrapbooks. So I think I'm going to put a big circle there on top of that pink circle. But do I want it on top? Not really. Kind of want it beside. Maybe I'll tuck it up under there. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And what else? I didn't really use much of this orange color. It is here, but this is like different from that. So I'm not going to use those ones. Maybe some, I could do this pink one. I feel like that's already kind of a little cluster there. Maybe I'll put it here. And then another one here. No, I don't really. There. Okay. And then like I said, I'm kind of running low on the smaller ones. So let me see. I like that this one has red too. I think I'm all out of the red from this. Or I don't even actually know if there was red on there. So maybe we'll do turquoise. It's kind of too dark. Maybe this one. Do this one here. And then what about one of these peach colored ones? No, because that's already peach. What other color can I use? I could use one of these darker pink ones. Should I put them around my photo? Maybe. Okay, and then we can go to the little minis. Let's see. This one doesn't have a turquoise one yet, so let's add a little bit of that in there. Put that up there. And then this one has turquoise and red, so we could go with a tiny pink. And then this one has a pink and a turquoise, so let's go with a tiny red. There we go. Should I put it a little higher? I don't know. I feel like it's just not really fitting anywhere. That'll do. Okay. So that is my layout for today. We got our beautiful Love Your Selfie cut file from Cut to You. And if you are interested in purchasing beautiful digital cut files that just do all the work for you, like I barely had to do anything on this page, as you can see, because the cut file, once it's all got its colors in there, it just pops right off the page. I did also forget to mention that I put my cut file up on digital, on digital. It is a digital cut file, but I didn't put it up on digital. I put it up on dimensional foam adhesive. Wow. It's just gonna be one of those days, guys. Okay, so trying to put things away at the same time as I'm talking about. I should probably not try to multitask. I'm not having that good of a day. Okay, so we got our beautiful digital cut file. Please go to check out the shop. I will link this specific cut file down below if you're interested in it. But please feel free to shop around and see what else she's got, because there's some really cool stuff in her shop. And if you subscribe to her newsletter, you also get a free digital cut file when she sends out her newsletters. So, and I will also link to Ginger's Corner and Scraptember, the Scrappy Sisters, down below so that you can see where I got my inspiration from. And I will link to Jennifer Edwardson Creative Inc., where I bought this kit from, so that if you're interested in a creative kit, you can go shopping there too. So I think that is everything for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.